What's going on out there, y'all? How y'all doing today? Y'all alright? Shit, good Friday evening. Shit, what's going on? What's going on? I'm just gonna come to you. I ain't gonna hold you long. I ain't gonna hold you with no bullshit either. I'm gonna tell you some real shit, keep it moving. I ain't gonna hold you up long, like I say. Gonna tell you about the trucking business, trucking game, trucking whatever you want to call it, money making game, whatever you want to call it. Like I always say, take you to the water, but I can't make you drink it. I've always told that, you know. Every day is a learning. Every day I learn something new. Every day I learn something new. That's the mind frame I gotta listen. Shit, in order to drive these trucks, you gotta listen. You gotta take notes. I remember, shit, a while back I learned how to haul gas. A while back, years ago, I'll never forget this gentleman. He was about, shit, that dude's name was Larry. He was about 70 plus years old. Old man Larry. Gasoline hauler, food hauler, old man Larry. My first day taking on that assignment at that job, he trained. Because I never hauled gas before, never had knowledge of no hauling food, didn't know how to load food, didn't know nothing. And this dude told me, 5 minutes into the ride, he said, I'm going to teach you something that nobody can take away from you. He say, you already know how to drive this truck, cause if you didn't know how to drive it, your ass wouldn't be sitting here with me. He say, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna teach you something today that nobody can take away from you. And that stuck in my head, cause I never had nobody tell me that as a grown man. You know, we all was taught to go to school, go to college, or whatever you choose to do, go work, whatever you want to do, you know. But this old man told me, so I'm going to teach you something that nobody can take away from you. And that's hauling food. To this day right there, if I need to go haul food, I guarantee you I can go get a food job just like that. I can go back in them racks and get carded in less than 7 days. Because I learned to trade driving trucks that nobody can take away from. Not only that, you know, I learned the fundamentals of driving a tanker truck, but I learned how to load that motherfucker too. And she drive it like precious cargo. Some of these motherfuckers be driving them damn gas tanks and whoo, yeah. I remember my other job I had hauling fuel. I used to ride with this dude. This motherfucker here, excuse the way I don't mean to cuss, but he was a motherfucker. He would take that food truck loaded, man. We would be loaded 8,200 gallons of goddamn gasoline. 8,200 gallons. And this motherfucker would fly up and down the freeway like it ain't no tomorrow. He'll get up on a car, this close, break it. I'd be like, man, hold on, man. I gotta get back home, man. Hold on. I ain't ready to go yet, but just hold on, man. Shit, it'll be pouring down raining. That motherfucker rolling. Shit. He would pull 6 loads to my 2 loads a day. Cause we were getting paid by the hour, so I wasn't in no rush. I'd go to the rack and find a longest line to get in. You know, that's just, you know, something I was taught, you know, this guy told me it was a trade. He was teaching me how to haul gas, but back on this here, I ain't gonna cut too long in it, but a lot of people out here, they want to get into the trucking game, they want to do this, want to get them a truck, they, you know, if you got a truck, you can make a buck. Yeah, true. You got a truck, you can make a buck. That's been the motto for years too. You got a truck, you can make a buck. But you gotta always remember, make sure you're getting the right buck for that truck. Because at the end of the day, you got expenses for that truck. So don't be out here running and You know, some people got that mentality where you gotta take what you can get. No, not necessary. Don't. When you set that kind of mind frame, you're gonna take what they give you. It's gonna be a bunch of bull. You're gonna get leftovers. Shit, I worked on a union job for years. Came from a union job for years. Worked on a union job. When I started off, I used to get garbage. I'm talking about garbage, but I didn't mind because it was a union job. I had to work my way up to get seniority, so I was all right with it. It wasn't my truck. It was their truck. They were responsible for it, and they was paying me damn good money. I would go to work on a Monday, clock in about 8, 9 in the morning. Shit, wouldn't clock off that clock to 9, 10 at night. Because after my 8 hours, I was getting overtime, so I wasn't worried about it. Shit, you can give me the trashiest route going 60, 70 miles. I didn't mind staying out all night. Come to work Tuesday, same thing. Wednesday, same thing. Shit, you may give me Thursday out because it's a union job, seniority. You know, I wasn't assigned driver, but later on, as I stayed there, years went on, I moved up in the totem pole. And, I was not at the top of the rack, but I was one of the middle drivers then. You couldn't give me garbage then. That's when my learning took place. My learning took place from the time I started there to the time I left there. I learned the roads, learned these stops, learned these businesses, learned how the economy, learned how it go up and down, learned the slow times of the year, learned what is busy. I just took all that into consideration before I ever thought about owning my own truck or working for myself. I always took into consideration that, learn how you're supposed to have your book in your truck, which is your cab cards, your insurance, your permits. If you're crossing state lines, you got all that, your food, just everything that go in that book. If DOT stop you, you got it to present to them. You ain't scrambling for nothing cause DOT hate a messy motherfucker. Ooh, DOT hate a messy mother. Woo! DOT hate a unorganized driver. I see a lot of drivers out here that's unorganized. I'm talking about they got paper over there in the dash, paper over here, paper in the door, shit, back seat, got a couple chicken bones on the floor, shit. Got a soda water can up under his driving foot, DOT hate a messy motherfucker. Shit, messy. Yeah, I learned that. I used to do slip seat. Sometimes them guys would leave them trucks so filthy. It was my right to take that truck or leave that truck. If that truck was too filthy, I would go in there and tell them, man, I'm not driving this truck. You got too much loose shit in this cab. Loose shit. What I mean by loose shit, if I gotta slam on my brakes or do anything that I have to do to prevent anything, and I accelerate or hit them brakes and shit in that truck moving, man, that's a hazard. That's a ticket. If DOT open that driver's side door and see loose ass shit, that's a ticket. Shit, you can have a cup on the floor and it's not secured, and it's a ticket by DOT. Shit, so there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of stuff I learned, a lot. And some people don't know. As of today, you ask somebody that now, they may, well, I ain't never got a ticket for that. Yeah, you might have not never ran across the right DOT. You got a million DOTs and you run across that one just looking for some bullshit, he gonna be the one or she gonna be the one. Maybe having a bad day. Just like you have a bad day. But like I say, them just little things that will cost you points, cost your insurance, to go up that I learned before I got in my own rig. I worked and learned the system. And when I mean I worked, I made sure before I even thought about buying a truck off. I've been out of here driving since 99. I done seen a lot of cats buy trucks. I done seen a lot of cats come in this business. I done seen a lot of cats go out of business. I done seen a lot of cats succeed. I done seen a lot of cats just happy where they at. I'm one of them cats, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm good. You know, because I know how to balance myself out to where if, just like now, we going through something right now. You know, some people have younger kids, some people kids grown. You know, to each his own. Have no problem with that. But I'm to a point now where sometimes I have to stay and take care of my kids, which, you know, that's a part of parenting. Now, if I was on a regular job and was on that payroll, you know, I would have to fuss and tell them people, hey, man, I ain't coming today. I would have to go there and I would have to make other arrangements for my kids. You know, I ain't gonna say kids, for my son. You know, all my other kids, they grown, but, you know, I'm making arrangements for him. You know, it's days that his ass catching that back seat with me. He's been catching that back seat with me for damn near 4.5 years now. He's been catching that back seat, rolling, you know, where he can go with me. You know, when I had my 40-foot float, you know, I had to make sure I was going places well, because I was going to a lot of plants, and you needed tweaking, so shit, he couldn't roll with me, so he would stay his ass, you know, at school most of the time, but in the summertime, you know, I planned trips, you know, beneficial to both of us, so, you know, but like I say, you know, learned that, made sure before I stepped out that I knew what was what in this business stuff. It's gonna be good, it's gonna be bad. You know, I'm trying to, somebody don't mind, I'm reading something, but to be a successful driver, you always make sure you do your homework on anything you buy. Now, to a lot of new guys that's starting up, and I'm just getting ready to go and get ended and get into the engine for a minute now. But a lot of new drivers out here, they start off the wrong way. What I mean the wrong way is, I know they want to be independent and 100% on their own, have no problem with it. But if you ain't did your homework, do not go 100% on your own yet. Do not. Lease on to one of these hotshot companies to learn what you need to know and learn how the hotshot market is. The hotshot market is a hotshot market when needed. A hotshot is when needed. It ain't guaranteed every day that this company is going to use a hot shot. Hot shot is mainly booming when you're going out to these oil rigs, when you're going out to these oil fields. When they drilling out there in that Gulf, drilling that oil a couple years ago, hot shot was rolling. I'm talking about they drilling fluid shit. Man, they was paying money for a little bit. You taking a little bit this big, you damn near make $800 on a trip. Then you're bringing something back. Because they needed that expedited right then and there. But if they don't need it expedited, they're going to put it on one of these freight companies. They're going to put it on Yellow, FedEx Freight. They're going to put it on one of these freight companies. So remember, hotshot is a hotshot business. Just like steel. You know, yeah, steel moves. And it's quite a bit much of that shit move. But on these load boards, they throwing what these other hotshot companies, like some of these big hotshot companies, they throwing that shit back on the board because they know it's not cost efficient sometimes for them to send a truck. You know, they know it's not cost efficient, so they put that bullshit on that board, and us 100% owner operators, we gotta take it to make a day. You know, we have to take it so we can make some kind of revenue for that truck, and then we get up there and have to find us something coming back. Yeah, that's cool. Have no problem with that. But if you are new and really don't understand this business, in whatever city you is, there's hotshot companies. I know in Houston there's several. They may be bullshit, and I can tell you, they may be bullshit hotshot companies, but I'm not gonna say you ain't gonna make no money. You ain't gotta go in there and kiss the dispatcher's ass. Just go in there and be you, because I done seen a lot of guys going up. Man, they got them lips be on that man's ass. And I be like, shit. To each his own. You know, you got ass kissers everywhere you go trying to get that extra dollar, but it don't work that way in that game. If you got hustle in you, that dispatcher gonna give it to that hustler. If you got any kind of hustle in you and gonna turn them lows, he gonna give it to the one that's hustling. Now the ass kisser, he may give him two loads a week, 2 good ones. The other 3 days, that dispatcher want his ass kissed, so he gonna keep him around office. You know, and I done been at some jobs, some companies where you may have to do this to the dispatch. You may have to under the table slide him something. It ain't nothing wrong with that if that's what you choose to do. You may have to break it. You may have to spend something to get something. It's just like a lady. You may have to invest to get something good later. You know, no offense to the ladies or nothing, but you may have to invest. You know, that's where a dispatcher hustling. If you're gonna hustle for that dispatcher, you gotta take care of him because he gonna work for you real good. You know, like I said, that's just if you log on to one of these hot shot places. You know, there's a lot of them, lot of good ones. A lot of them you ain't even got to do that. Just, you know, go in there and learn what you got to learn and shit. Man, within a year, you would be successful to be out there on your own. You would be successful to be out there on your own. You know, I done had a 18-wheeler tractor. I done been through a tractor, you know. Best move I ever could have made. Best move I could have ever made. I done had a tractor. It worked good for me. Hold on 1 minute. Absolutely going. That's the best move I ever could have made. I brought that tractor and I never was out of work. I used to haul ISO tankers to the port. You know, I would run a load of ISO tankers. I would maybe go to Houston loading. No, I would go down. I would leave out of here empty with an ISO tanker. I would go up to Shreveport, load a ISO tanker. You know, I might have had to wait, but I got paid detention time. You know, one time I sat there for 9 hours at $25 an hour, and the load paid $900. Cool. So sent me back down there again. I waited another maybe 9-10 hours, $25 an hour, $900. Listen to this. Shady ass company cut the load paid out. He cut the load paid out. He took $150 off that load pay. Cause people was going down there waiting. So that's some shady ass shit you gotta look out for too. Now, here come a car, boy. Now, I'm gonna tell you another thing. I was going up to Arkansas. Going up there, load Houston. I would ride down there empty. I would go down there and load. That was a $1,300 run, but I got no detention time. But you know, we would run them loads like that. You know, we would run them in, you know, Arkansas. Pretty good money. But before I went off on my own, I leased my truck on to a company to make sure I would be beneficial and to make sure my rates, make sure the rates they was paying would add up to the rates I want to make when I go on my own. You know, it was just like a training, a learning process. And I hauled ISO tankers. You know, they like I say, they paid pretty good money, and I kind of got tired of his shady ass shit, and you know, I pulled my truck away from him because that was my right. I was just leased on to him. Now, let me break something down to you on that. What I just said, leased on to somebody. By you being leased on to somebody, make sure you understand how they want you to run. Forced dispatch, they may not say forced dispatch, but if they have anywhere where they say they call you for a load and you refuse that load and your name go back under at the end, you gotta watch that because that's damn near force dispatch. But if you got something to do and you busy, you know, that's irrelevant. But dispatcher may call you with a fucked up load, say it's going to Canada. You turn that load down, knowing damn well you ain't never been to Canada. I don't want to go to Canada, and I ain't going to Canada. You better argue with that man and tell him, nah, you better find me something else and not put my name back at the bottom. Dog. Sometimes they figure because you leased onto them that they can run that truck the way they want to run it. It don't run the way they want to run it because you paid notes on that truck, or that's your truck. That title is yours. Don't let no company you lease onto dictate to how you gonna run your truck. A lot of people get this shit confused. They log onto these companies and let these companies dictate to them when and where they can go, when they can be off. Tanker companies got that shit bad. We know tanker work is 365 days a year because the chemical plants are never closed. When you sign up for that shit, know what you signing up for. Know what you signing up for. I was going to haul tankers at least onto this company. Real cool dude. He told me straight up, man. He say, I ain't got no force dispatch. He say, but if you on that schedule, I expect you to run. He say, but if you want to be off for a week, 2-3 weeks, that's your old business. He say, give me a 7-day notice. He say, or give me a timely notice so I can cover these loads. Ever how long you want to be off, I have no problem with it. But when you on that schedule, your ass better be available for work. And you can't do nothing but respect that point. Now, if you own your own truck, you move that truck when you get ready to feel when you need to make some money. When that insurance started hitting, when you need I didn't buy them this year. Here usually doing the road and bridge tax is $22.90. I think that's $600, right? Yeah, I think it's about $600 for $22.90. That's only if you got tandem accident. If you got a single accident, you don't have to pay them road taxes. You know, that's another why I switched back to a 1-ton for a minute because of the single accident. Shit. That $22.90 hit you. When it comes time to renew your insurance for the year, you know, I'm with Progressive, so I'm 10 months into the game. You know, I was with this other place where I was 11 months and they give me 1 month free, but Progressive, I'm 10 months in the hole with them, which is kind of cool. Like, give me, you know, two months to, you know, make that down payment, or, you know, make my insurance agent work for me. That's another thing. Your insurance agent works for you. They making commission off you. They work for you. Make them do the work. Don't get with these bullshit ass insurance agencies that don't want to answer the phone when you need a certificate. When you need a certificate and you sit on that dock and you need it, and it's taking them 2-3 hours, that's messing with your money. That's when you get in their ass, man, I pay y'all to get on the job. Cause like I say, a lot of people sometimes don't have a dispatch service to work for them. You know, if you feel you need a dispatch service, that's what you get. And I advise anybody that's starting off, get you a dispatch service. You know, I hate to say it, I kind of wish I had got me one, but what I knew and what I was doing, I kind of like dispatched myself, did all my paperwork, did my certificates. You know, I made sure my stuff was here. I would find my own loads, or I was networking with other people. I had other people calling me, hey man, go on. You know, we work together as a team because of the set of guys that I'm roll with. You know, we never stuck each other out, and to this day right now we still not sticking each other out. We still help each other. If one of my partners or something that I started the game with, they can be way up 1,000 miles away. You know, if I can help them, shit, man, you want me to come help you. You need me to come help, I'm gonna come help you. You need me to get you back home, I'm gonna come down and help you, because them the kind of guys that I done rolled with we done learned the game together. So, you know, you need you one of them in your corner. Because if you ever break down that road, you don't want to really get your equipment fixed out of town. You want to come back to local just in case you have problems with it. You can be local and get into the ass. You ain't got to drive way back to Wyoming to get in the ass for a warranty, you know. But if you got a brand new ass truck, pull over at the dealership, let them do it, you know. It's up to you. But like I say, you always want to keep some close-knit people by you. Got your dispatch service, somebody's going to help you. Make sure they feeding you them loads, making sure they keeping your truck moving, you know, feeding. Make sure that dispatcher feeding you till you can't eat no more. But see, that's why I take it back to saying lease on to a company. If you don't want to go through a dispatch service, you can, you know, not most people, you can't go steal nobody, people, but you will learn the game and get comfortable if you study going to these people every day. You know, when they call you, make a good bond with them. Like I had a bond with air gas. I used to haul for air gas. When Harvey came to town a couple years ago, I got hooked up with this broker. She sent me over to air gas, and you know she would always call me because it was hazmat loads. So I would go over to air gas in LaPorte, pick up some cylinders on a pallet, maybe 6 of them, and take them over about 7 miles, and that was $450. You know, and I did that for like 7 days straight, and I was always on time, always early. Shit, never jumped out my truck suited and booted, because at our gas, safety is number one. Got your glasses, got your hat, steel toes on. You know, making sure safety is number one. And me and the shipping guy, we got real good, real close. He had a load going down to one of them ships, one of them rigs down there in Louisiana. He said, "Man, I got a load going down there. Would you be willing to take it?" I say, "Shit, you gonna talk to the broker about it?" He say, "No, Air Gas gonna talk to you about it. We won't talk to you direct." I said, "Okay." So they asked me what I would charge. So I shot them a figure, told them, and the shipping dude say, "I'm gonna add a little bit more on that because you deserve more." And that's what he done. And man, that guy would call me all the time and tell me, "Hey man, I got this. I got this for you." And I kind of veered off from him, and he called me one day, and I sent another trustworthy guy that, like I say, we came together. I sent him over there, and still to this day, right now, that guy's still running for him. And they have a major hotshot company that they use, but if they want it direct and hot, shit, they call him. Or shit, if I can get it, then yeah, I'll go over there and get it. That's why I'm saying, just build yourself up while you're out there. Shit, and as the old people say, first presentation is the best presentation. How you present yourself is the best presentation ever. You know, you ain't got to put on a suit and tie and be out there trying to be no salesman. You know, it's how you present yourself and talk to these people. You know, shit, they talk crazy to you, you talk crazy to them. Shit, that's just the way I see it. You know, I done had quite a few of them that been out there talking crazy. Shit, hey, we gonna dance then. Shit, I don't give a damn about this shit. We gonna dance. I mean, I told one of them, I said, "Man, call my boss. What you gonna tell him? Call him." You know, because he thought I was his child, which I'm not your child. That was 2020. It's 2020 now, so I'm damn sure not his child now. But he thought he can talk to me any kind of way because of an error. No, homeboy. We gonna tune this down and we gonna talk like men. If not, you won't get your shit today until you figure out how you supposed to talk. You know, I understand you might have had a bad day, But you always can take that bad day and turn it into a good day. Always. And I used to have, I used to be real bad with having bad days, but I always remember you can flip them back around when it's time to make money. Like I said, them just some tips, man. Keep in your mind, man. Just like now, man, I'm a car hauler. You know, I do pretty good. You know, I'm still out here rolling, but you know, it's what you make of it, man. And like I said, if you any local people, any people out of town, you know, got any questions, you know, I can break it down to you one on one to you, because you know I'm kind of like going back and forth over, and you know, I ain't never been one of them kind of stand up and have a press conference. Shit, I go back and forth. But when you're riding down the road in this truck, you got a lot to think about, lot to say. And like I said, I see a lot of guys out here want to be their own boss. You know, sit down, think about it, pray about it. I can tell you, you know, I don't know what people beliefs are, but I know that man up above, he has blessed me many days. And I thank him. I get on my knees. I thank him. I don't even thank him enough, but I thank him. Because one for him, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. You know, all I can do is pray. Cause I had a praying mama. Still got a praying mama, you know. She ain't gone, but you know, she's a praying lady. You know, we ain't the best of the best, but you know, prayer change a lot of things. You know, I pray for my kids. You know, I ain't got the best of the best kids, but shit, prayer will get you through anything. That's all I know. Pray about it. Sleep on it. Pray about it. Ask God, is this for me? Direct me in the way to get it, Lord. Direct me in the path that I need to go, Lord, to make this work. And you know what? Hey, there's some doors gonna be closed and there's doors gonna be open. But if it's for you, he gonna put it there for you. That's all I gotta say. If it's for you, he gonna put it there for you. And to close it out and to tell you why I'm saying God, because I prayed to God and asked God, I said, God, I want to work for myself. What do I need to do? And he led me here, he led me there, he led me there, he led me here. I had a plan, and my plan, God said you got to have a plan with anything you do. So in my plan, God was always first. In my plan. I done been through shit. I done been through 3 1-tons. 3 1-tons. I done been through. I got 3 1-tons. This is the third one, you know. One day I'll go get one of them pretty 1-tons, but it won't be used for pulling nothing. It'll be used for going out to the sea to drop that boat out there or something. You know, that's what it's gonna be used for. It ain't gonna be used for working. So I always remember put God first, man. Y'all have a blessed night. Like I say, any questions, you know, you can call me at 713-296-9541. 713-296-9541. Terrence is my name. Name of my company is Outlaw Trucker. Outlaw Trucker. Old boy from where I used to work at called me the motherfucking outlaw, and I've been carrying it ever since. Y'all people have a good night.